All right. I just want to quickly do this video just to show how I've been keeping track of my grades numerically in a spreadsheet and how I'm going to convert those numbers to either a D for demonstrated or an ND for not demonstrated. So I'm just going to have the spreadsheet do the work for me, save some time. So I thought I'd share it. So basically, this is just a sample of one of my grade spreadsheets. What I'm going to do is if I grab the all the student information, right? I put in A, B, C, D, E for names. But if I grab this whole range of cells, I'm going to do Control C for copy. You can go up to Edit and do copy up there. And then I'm going to paste it in using Control V, or you can go up to Edit and use the paste function. So all I did was I converted, or I brought the same exact data down below. So you'll see that this cell right here, remember cell is, same thing as battleship. If we go B8, that's where that 50 is. So B2, right? So this one right here corresponds with what that student A got for box and whisker plots. So they got a 50, right? So this is basically the same thing down here. So I'm going to use an if statement to look at that value and say, is it, greater than a value? And if it is, assign a D. If it's less than that value, assign an ND. So in order to do that, if I go over to over here, I hit the functions button. It's a sigma. So I'll click on that. I can just go to all and find it in there. I think it's also categorized probably with logic that you can find it. But I just scroll down this whole list of functions that I have. I find if. There it is right there. I just click on it. Now I brought this up. It says equal if, and then in parentheses, now it wants me to put in, okay, what value am I going to test? So I'm going to test B2, right? So B2 corresponds to this 50. So if I just click on it, I don't even have to type it in. If I say B2 is greater than, and I'm going to put in 64 because I want anything above a 65. So if B2 is greater than 64, now I want it to do something. So if it's, I put in a comma. So, there we go. So now if it's true, I want it to list out a D, and then I do a comma. And if that statement is false, I want it to do an ND. Okay, so standard logic test, right? So if B2, if the number in B2 is greater than 64, it's going to do a D. If it's less than 64, it's going to do an ND. So this should give me an ND. So if I hit enter, I get an ND. So now if I just if I copy that cell, so I copy the B8, again, I'm going to do Control C, and now I'm going to highlight this whole area over here, and I'm going to do Control V, and let's see if it worked out. It did the blank spaces, it did as an ND because there's no value there, but where I have 180 and 83, it did put a D in there. So now if I highlight this whole row, and now I'm just going to copy and paste it down, copy it, paste it down. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like I could go one more spot. So again, it made an ND or a D for me. So we can go one step further. I can also highlight this by either color or changing the text color. So if I highlight the ND or D, I can go up into format, and I go to conditional formatting to bring up this window over here. And basically, I'm just applying a format rule. So it says format the cells if, and we're going to go all the way down until it says is equal to. So if it's equal to a D, right? So any of the values, and it's already doing it, right? It's already got this color picked as a green. So any value that's equal to a D, it's highlighting in that green. So I can just change that color. Let's say I didn't like that green. I can make it the blue, and we could even change our text color. Anything there. We could change it to bold. That way it's like that. So, all I gotta do is hit done. I can do it that way just to show, it makes it a little easier when I print this out to put it into eSchool. I can clearly see who's got the D's, who's got the NDs and everything, and it sort of helps in that way. All right, if you have any questions, you can definitely email me to see if I can answer it. I'll see what I can do. This is Bill Strang. All right, thanks, and have a good one.